I think this class has really given me the ability to look at myself and determine whether or not I am a critical thinker. And based on the stuff that we've learned, I think that I am. Um, I know I have a lot of skills that we've talked about, empathetic being the first one that comes to mind. You know, I understand that not everyone is going to have the same views as me, not everyone's going to think like me, and I try to see it from their side. I'm logical. I took the Myers-Briggs test last year, and I came back as an ESFJ type. So I do, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Let's see. I'm attentive and I'm fair-sighted, and I think this has to do a lot with being empathetic. I do try to see all sides in matters where you have to think critically. I also, I am a multimedia journalism. Well, it's one of my emphasis areas. So I do rely heavily on fact checking. And, while I may hear the other person's argument and acknowledge them, even if I don't agree with them, I can present information, I can present my case. I think this is something that society today is missing a lot, the ability to have discussions on matters where you have to think critically, like we've talked about in this all through the year. Let's see. I think I am intellectually humble. I do understand that others don't always have the means of understanding that I do. Different situations in life have led them to think the way that they think in like controversial subjects. So I have to understand that, I have to acknowledge that, and I have to be able to present my side in a way that they understand as well. That being said, I do think one of my weaknesses can be that I come across as condescending, which I don't intentionally try to do, because I rely a lot on fact checking and having good sources and information. I'm afraid that I come across as a know-it-all, and I'm like, here's this fact and this fact and this fact, which is not what I want to do. I just like to present a fair argument. So I think that's something that I can work on, and I don't think it's something that is a huge weakness. I think it's just something that could be touched on. Another potential weakness, I am an ESFJ type. One of those is judging. I do have the tendency to judge as my initial instinct. I think because of being like my strengths, being empathetic and fair-minded, those kind of take over, and I can see from their side better. But that initial instinct is, I do kind of judge sometimes, and that's something that I need to work on. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm really grateful for this class and everything that it's taught me. It's helped me to assess myself and reflect on how I look at controversial matters and how I can think critically.